Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man Sai. You might have heard this opening phrase before and I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to tell you 3 income streams that help me earn over £100,000 a year, and I'm going to give you actionable steps, the cruel reality and what it takes to actually get there. So follow me on this journey and I'm going to show you exactly how you can earn over £100,000, which is well over what, $120,000 a year, and you can do it within a 2-year period. Okay, if you really strive hard and endeavor, you can probably do it in 13 to 14 months as well. No shortcuts. I'm going to tell you exactly the steps you need to take. Now, you don't need to listen to me. You can listen to any other YouTube channel. You can get there yourself as well, but by following me and following my actions and advice, you can get there quicker. But once again, take all advice, take all recommendations under your wing and utilize the points that really resonate with you and that you are actually able to do, considering your situation, your family situation, your health, whether you have kids, how much time you have and where you are in the world and what budget you have as well. So let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to tell you 3 revenue streams and I'm going to be very upfront and very open about it because there's nothing to hide. Everyone has a chance to succeed, and even if you succeed in the same markets I succeed, it doesn't diminish my fan base or my community or my income at all. So sharing is caring. Let's share the love from a position of responsibility. Okay, the 3 income streams I'm going to talk about is my main job. I'm a Salesforce consultant. Salesforce CRM is an online cloud system. It might sound, really geeky and high tech, but it doesn't need to be. And there's a reason why this opened the door for me and my fortunes. And this is why it can be, an option for you too. It's because the learnings of it are free. The reason why this software piece is maybe the most successful cloud CRM in the history of the world, and it really is, right? Look at their market share, look at their dominance, look at the jobs that it provides as well. It's because they've invested the money in a learning ecosystem that's free. You get access to Salesforce org to play around with, even with no technical knowledge and no IT knowledge, and it's done in such layman's terms that anybody can pick it up and play with it, and as long as you devote time to it, you will learn. Now, I want to put this up front and clear. I gain nothing. I gain absolutely nothing. No reference fees, no referrals, no code, nothing, no affiliate code. I will show you in the link below, Trailhead. You can sign up and you can play around with Salesforce and understand what it does. Long story short, companies use it to host their data, store their data, and it can do many different things like customer service, marketing. It can be a front-facing portal or website. It's a database that holds all your information, and many of the biggest companies in the world utilize this. So if you upskill in this particular skill, you are valuable in the marketplace and you'll always have a job, because there's always jobs that need to be done in the Salesforce ecosystem. Okay, now that's a primary income stream, but I'm gonna mix it up with some real life advice and some job advice as well, how to get the initial job and how to get the money as well. So there's a certification scheme in Salesforce where you can pay for certifications, examinations to prove your knowledge and your credentials, right? And if you are employed as a Salesforce administrator or a Salesforce consultant, a lot of the times the companies pay for your certifications, which is a win-win. Now, I would not take certifications unless you are confident that you have the basic knowledge and the ground knowledge that when that certification is put to the test, you can implement, you can consult, you can do stuff within Salesforce. And that's where I come back to that free Trailhead solution. It's your playground to absolutely do anything, go wild. It's a step-by-step learning guide in Trailhead on how to use the software system. And the good thing about Salesforce, right, is compound experience really pays off, because when you learn more and more technologies and more functionality, it stacks on top of what you already know, which opens the doors to what you can actually implement and justify a wage increase and salary increase with your bosses later. On that note, I have trained 3 people this year in Salesforce, right? You don't have to take lessons from me. I'm not trying to sell a course. 2 of them are friends and 1 of them were down in the dumps looking for a new job. They approached me. Now, as a Salesforce consultant, I can honestly tell you, with big companies, they charge other companies around £1,000, £2,000 plus VAT a day, for example. If you want to learn this and learn this from an approved tutor, you're looking at anywhere between £20 and £50 per hour for an actual, proper learning experience, guided learning built for you as well. However, I would not recommend that you go down that private tutor route until you're at the point where you've reached blockers in your knowledge or comprehension, or you're wanting to create something specific for the marketplace or for a client as well, in which case that's when the people come to me, because I can help, especially job hunters, answer the questions and build the requisite knowledge to fly by that interview, to tell the answers that the interviewer wants to hear to help you land that role, right? The actual attributes for a particular job, whether it's a Salesforce consultant, a Salesforce administrator, Salesforce junior administrator, Salesforce business analyst, for example, right? There's so many different roles within the ecosystem. People approach me because I can help them land a role within Salesforce, because I'm a 23-time certified consultant that's been in here for over 10 years. I kind of know what I'm talking about. But enough of that. What I really want to say is you need to pick up a skill that's highly in demand in the marketplace, like Salesforce. It's better to use Salesforce because it's got a free platform once again. And we'll elaborate into Salesforce in just a bit without making the video too long. The second income stream is a Japanese teaching site and business I created for my wife, Mai. Now, she came to the UK with me, right? And she wanted to do part-time waitressing because she wanted to practice her English, make some friends, get out and about really. But she speaks English, she speaks Japanese. She's very, very talented in teaching and helping people understand as well. I thought, why not utilize that to teach people Japanese, right? She's got all the materials. She's got the Genki books as well. So she started it. She quit the part-time waitressing and she started the job. I put up the posters and flyers in the library. Immediately, right? A few students, 2, 3, quickly became 5, became 10, became 20. And when you're charging £10 an hour, right? That's what, £100, for 10 lessons. But then you can scale it. If they're willing to spend £10 and the service and quality is good and they're learning a lot, £15 is still very cheap. 20, and now it's at a point it's £25 per lesson. But because of the value add and the quality, right, and especially because she knows what she's talking about, it helps as well that she's pretty and approachable. It always helps when you're pretty, right? The common trope that sex sells, well, what can I say? But the main point is use your distinct advantages, in her case speaking English and Japanese, to form a business in your own time where you're your own manager and you can manage your workload, but still a job, right? And to scale, she couldn't possibly teach 25, 30, 35, 40 students a week. And now we've got well on, above 60 students a week. So we had to scale by hiring teachers. Now, in-person lessons, obviously, consume the resource of you having to go to the office and the study place. However, you can scale with money. Money creates opportunities and use money to make money. So I purchased a license for Simply Book, a booking system where online people can self-serve the days and time slots that they want, and by hiring other teachers they can work from the comfort of their own home as well. So now with Cambridge Japanese, I think we've got at least like seven teachers now. Mai is actually on maternity leave, and we're offering a free trial lesson as well. This is absolutely not a plug, and we're not sponsored because it's my wife's own business. I created the website and the business in the first place. But if you want a free Japanese lesson, 1 hour free Japanese lesson online with any of our teachers on a day and time slot of your choosing, 1-to-1, use this link and you can use the code Stay Safe for a free lesson. No credit card details, no payment required. Literally email address, name, choose your date and your time, and choose a teacher that you want. Okay, so my gift to you guys. And if you like it, obviously you can continue studying Japanese. Japanese is really worthwhile learning. Anime, manga, the country. It's the land of the rising sun where dreams come true. The food is great, the people are great, and yeah, I live in Miyazaki, Japan myself, and I'm loving it. So yeah, if you want to carry on after a free lesson, be my guest, feel free. And for anyone who joins the Discord as well, get in touch with me, talk with me. If you contribute to the community often, why not? I'll chuck in a couple free Japanese lessons, for you guys as a thank you for joining the wonderful community that we obviously intend to better ourselves. We talk about anime, manga, football, health, diet, fitness, sports, life, universe, and the world, really. So if you want some place to chill and hang, consider joining the Discord. And yep, for all contributors, I want to pay you back in style with some free Japanese lessons in the house, on the house. Okay, the third income stream for me is YouTube. So this is kind of a channel where I just want to talk about my life experiences and share my learnings, and hopefully everyone can benefit and grow filthy, wealthy, fit together. I should be sprinting, but I'm actually going to Tokyo holiday today, so the sprint isn't happening, but I still wanted to make this video. So My first original channel, The Miyazaki Man, based on life in Japan with the Miyazaki Man, vlogs, style and profile in Japan, wandering around, but it takes so much time to edit and consume, and the market's so saturated as well. So it's just kind of become a hobby channel where I can showcase all my figurines and all my weeb goodies, because those videos, I just shoot the videos, shoot the pictures, and just showcase my hobby, right? It doesn't make any money whatsoever. You're talking like £10, £20 a month. However, using the learnings I learned from creating YouTube videos, I created a second channel on my other passion and hobby, which is the Liverpool Football Club. Now that channel earns maybe between £300 and £400 a month, because rather than rely on AdSense to create the income streams, I've created and fostered a really intimate community who are knowledgeable, lovely Liverpool fans who share the same kind of principles and integrity of supporting your club through thick and through thin, right? But I don't do it for the money. I earn a lot of money in my day job already, right? Salesforce. Coming back to Salesforce for a second, starting off in a 28k job, 1 year later, 40k, 1 year later, 55k, moving diagonal gets you 65k. The quickest way is diagonal and not literally staying with the same company, because the same company doesn't have the incentive to pay you an increased salary on what you're currently doing, because you're already doing it for your current salary, right? Whereas the other companies want to lure you with a good package and a decent proposal. So until you get to the price point where you feel satiated and comfortable, then diagonal, learn best practices, learn knowledge, move diagonal, and then you're well on your way to 80, 100k within 3 to 5 years, okay? Back into the YouTube channel. For the community, I don't care about the money. So any income that I get, I do two things with it. One, I buy Japanese snacks and send it regularly to the members. Send signed Christmas cards to the members. Sign goodies from Japan, Liverpool goods in raffles, competitions, and whatever, just for community, event, and fun. Okay, it's not about profit building. The other side of it, I use some of that to buy Liverpool kits for my two little kids, Ato and Mia, who are 2 and 5 years old respectively, because, you know, kids grow up very quickly, and the community actually loves seeing the kids appear on the channel as well. You know, just be yourself. You don't need to hide behind a persona. I love Liverpool. I love Liverpool kit. My kids love Liverpool and they love Liverpool kit. So we use some of the money to buy them new Liverpool kits. That is the reward for me and myself and my family for creating the content. Now, I'm a part-time football manager player for Lucha FC in Japan as well. And I've used my tactical knowledge and analysis and understanding of the game, as well as in-depth analysis and knowledge on the whole spectrum of the football ecosystem, from transfers to behind the scenes to on the pitch, tactical and whatever, to create really fulfilling and unique content for the community. That is why people follow me, right? They follow me because they agree with what I'm saying, or it gives them some insight, or it's useful analysis, and it enriches their experience for enjoying football, soccer in America. Additionally, I'm a good person, and I believe I do present myself well and in front of a camera, in front of a microphone. There's no script here. This is completely ad hoc. I come up with a few general ideas. I go in front of the webcam, the Logical Logitech Brio 4K cam. It's called Logical in Japan, Logitech worldwide. Go in front of my Shure mic here. The audio needs to be decent and good if you really want to do YouTube as a venture. And I make content I think enriches the brand and ecosystem, because then I can share with like-minded folks, my community, the Liverpool fan in Japan community, our thoughts and feelings on the match, the upcoming match, the players, the transfers, and everything about Liverpool. And that channel is growing constantly. Within 1 year, we're nearly at 9,000 subscribers. I think there's 93 paying monthly members who really support the channel, because YouTube itself, the AdSense doesn't pay much. You're talking £3 to £5 per video. But with a basic membership tier of £3, they are literally supporting the channel and giving me a return for the time I'm putting in. And I appreciate that with my heart. I would rather 8,000 diehard loyal fans who, you know, want to ride with me through thick and through thin, through the good times and the bad times, the peaks and the troughs. They're supporting with their voice, with their comments, with their interaction, with their likes. But also, you know, I'm so blessed that they've opened their wallets as well. And £3, you know, is a good base point. It's like a Tesco meal deal from the UK. And people who would have paid £1 would pay £3 anyway. And that means a lot to a creator, because if it started at £1 price point, you need triple the amount of members to have the same kind of return of investment, right? So I always give my heartfelt appreciation. I show the real me to the fan base, and that's what they resonate with. They not just resonate with the Liverpool content, but me as a creator, me as a person, and my family life. I try to share what I do on a daily basis. Ato in the school doing his karate, messing around downstairs, life in Japan. I mold it and mesh it all together to make and foster that intimate community, because you'd much rather have a great community, interactive community, loyal community of 10,000 people than inactive or insubordinate or trolly, flamey, memey, toxic community of 100,000. And I sincerely mean that, because it's organic growth and they will follow you in any venture you're doing. In fact, I recognize a lot of you guys from the Liverpool Fan in Japan channel in this channel here. This is where I just vent and give you business advice. So for my first main job, right? Another good thing about Salesforce is remote working. You can work from home, and as long as you get the job done, it's not micromanaged by a manager. It gives me the time and space to live life, to enjoy Japan, to learn Japanese better than I already know it, because, you know, I wasn't born in Japan. I was born in UK Cambridge, hence why the accent. Enjoy time seeing my kids grow up, and time to explore YouTube and have the disposable income to do other stuff as well. The disposable income to set up the Simply booking system for Cambridge Japanese, for people to take Japanese lessons. The opportunity for me to invest in a good Shure mic and a good webcam for YouTube content as well. Not everything you buy is equal, right? You know, disposable goods or food or anything like that is luxury items. Every now and again, you need to invest in a good office chair, a good bed and pillow, a good monitor, because your eye health is your back health, it's your mood, it's your energy levels. The professionalism of the mic and the camera really make an impact as well. So when you do anything, do it to the best of your abilities from day one, rather than building up, because really, if you're a slightly lazy person, like I somewhat am intrinsically or internally, you want the maximum results for the least effort. So by being presentable and professional from day one and starting as you mean to finish, you're going to resonate with more people who want to subscribe, in which case, you know, please subscribe to me if you're enjoying this content. Smash a like, it really helps this channel grow as well. And one quality video getting 100 subscribers is better than 100 videos getting the odd 1 or 2 subscribers, and it's more time efficient, and quality breeds confidence, and ultimately you grab all the advice you can get. What can I say about Salesforce? Salesforce gives you knowledge on composing email templates, basic utilization of really important things for business to succeed, right? So reporting on your metrics, statistics, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether you're trying to convert some leads, whether you are collecting information about people, reselling the information, whatever you want to do, right? It gives you the underlying knowledge of different business proponents to succeed, okay? And once again, it's free. You get as much of it out of it as the time you put into it. There's no, you know, obligations whatsoever. You sign up, your free Trailhead playground, and they give you step-by-step screenshotted guides and advice how to complete all the modules. Now, what I want to say is very, very generic. So you're not going to be able to implement Salesforce for all projects by using Trailhead, but it gives you that foundational information to build on it with your own inspiration and your own knowledge as well. And when you do get that job, you're still going to be learning Trailhead and utilizing Trailhead, because you're going to be delivering real life projects and learning skill sets. If you get into the Salesforce ecosystem, you're going to have understanding of pre-sales, of sales, of merchandise and products, of data, of metadata, really technical lingo, but you all understand it in a very simple way, because Trailhead is designed for the common person to understand it. And there's no other ecosystem that has such a rich, vibrant repertoire of learning material freely at hand. So, you know, if you want to get out of the rut you're currently in, I recommend that as a first instance. It's given me the time and disposable income and a career to work my way up, because my background was in finance and accounting and customer service, eventually, before porting into Salesforce consultancy. And that really is the dream job for me. Remote, work from home, high wage package, and gives you disposable income to invest in other things. Now, investment in whether you like cryptocurrency, whether you like stocks and shares and ISAs and NISAs in Japan, the Nippon ISA. I'll do them all in another video. But to get that foundational disposable income and a skill that's valuable to be able to share to others is the first and most important thing, right? You can eventually spin it off into courses, into one-to-one tuition lessons. I get £50 per hour teaching people Salesforce, the foundational skills that they need to approach their first job, as well as optimizing their CV, as well as interview practice to help them obtain that first Salesforce job. That is an income stream that I have created for myself based on putting the time to learn through Trailhead and getting that Salesforce job in the first instance, right? So it compounds itself. Once you're in the ecosystem and you've built yourself up to such a caliber, you can start to spin off different products and services. I do HTML email templates for a marketing company. I do Salesforce tuition. I created a booking website and system for my Cambridge Japanese teaching business. And through creating tutorials, screenshotted guides, and video guides for training clients in Salesforce, I gained the video editing skills to make YouTube videos. I use Camtasia. Camtasia is short and snappy and very easy. How do I afford the license? Through Salesforce. Through Salesforce, through my job, right? You never give up your 9 till 5 until your side hustles are okay to sustain you. But if you can do both concurrently while living a good, rewarding life and enjoying seeing your kids growing up, then all the better. And that's my current mix of technical abilities, what I actually do in a day, and how I earn over 100K just between those 3 ventures alone. In fact, one of those ventures earns over 100K on its own. But, you know, continual growth, continual evolution, and believing in yourself. Any questions you want to ask, let me know in the comments below. I personally reply to every single comment, and I comment in detail as well. I don't give you a snappy thanks or appreciated. I give you actual legitimate comments because I foster the community, and I love to talk to people, and I love to see people succeed as well. Hopefully you found that video useful. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Miyazaki man, Ichiban. Ichiban means the best. Miyazaki man because I live in Miyazaki, Japan, the honeymoon spot of Japan. And yeah, that's all I want to say really. I'm going to go back to sprinting after my short holiday in Tokyo. I got to lose the dad bod pocha. Let's all succeed and make vast amounts of money, wealth with good health in 2025. Okay, have a great day. Ciao.